Hello again. Today I am giving you my TBR for the Books in the Freezer Readathon that is going on from October 1st to October 14th. And also to mention a read-along that is taking place within the Readathon that me and a couple of other booktubers are doing. But first, let me get to the challenges. The first challenge is read a book by a female author. And for that one, I am going to be doing Confessions by Kane Minato, I believe is how you say her name. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. And I have been interested in picking up some more Japanese horror thriller type books, so that is the book I'm reading for the first challenge. The second challenge is read a horror anthology or short story collection. For that one, I will show Bentley Little's short story collection, Walking Alone. This only came out a couple of months ago, and I've been meaning to pick it up, and once I saw it as a challenge, I decided, let me pick it up and read it. I have enjoyed Bentley Little. I've read a couple of his books, but I've never read any of his short stories, so this should be an interesting read for me. The third challenge is read a horror book featuring a POC or LGBTQ person, which is author or character. So I took one of the suggestions that was mentioned, and that is Cabin at the End of the World. I have read one other book by Paul Tremblay, which I believe I've talked about already, and I am interested in reading more. So this does have some LGBTQ characters in it, I believe. So that is the book I am picking for that challenge. Next one is read a horror book that has a movie adaptation. I actually only recently picked this book up a little while ago, and I don't even think I actually put it in any of my book hauls, but it is Stephen King's Thinner, which he wrote as Richard Bachman, and it actually is one of the smaller Stephen King books. It's only about 300 pages, I believe. So for Stephen King, that's a smaller book. That will be my movie adaptation book that I'm going to read, is Stephen King's Thinner. And the last one is the one where we read a book that is recommended on the podcast. So for this challenge, 4 of us booktubers have decided to come together and actually do a read-along along with the readathon that everybody is doing. And we all decided to pick Perfect Days. This is a thriller type road trip story. Basically, it says a twisted young medical student kidnaps the girl of his dreams and embarks on a dark and delirious road trip across Brazil in the English language debut of Brazilian's most celebrated young crime writer. So it definitely sounds really interesting. And the people who are doing this read along with me is Cami from Cami's Korner, Stacy from Stacy's Stories, and Ellie from the Ellie Effect. So all 4 of us are going to be reading this book together. I will definitely talk about it after it's done. Sounds really interesting. I'm calling this a Perfect Day in the Freezer read along. And again, I'm really looking forward to reading this book. It sounds like a really good book, and it should be fun to read along with all these other booktubers. Definitely check out all their announcement videos. I believe they should be showing up around the same day as this one shows up. So if you want to read that book with us, that's fine. Or the podcast has a ton of other recommendations you can read. But that's my video. I am looking forward to doing this readathon and read along. And let me know what books you're going to be picking up. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.